Hello and welcome back to Animal Crossing. So I'm back on Bramble here, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of terraforming. I don't normally do it on camera, but I did mention I was thinking about doing some terraforming back here, so this isn't going to be kind of like a guide. It's going to be more of an informal, just me talking through my thoughts on how I terraform, and I'm not promising to be the best, but I'm hoping to do sort of like almost like an easy how-to, but you know, a little bit less structured than that. So I guess I'll get straight into it, and let's open this. And first things first, I'm going to have to get rid of this, because if I'm going to put a waterfall back here or some sort of cliff face or whatever I'm going to be doing, I don't need this. So I'll be right back in a second, I guess. Okay, and hopefully that is trim enough. I should have enough room now to work on my waterfall back here. So first things first, when I'm thinking about doing some sort of terraforming, landscaping, I like to look at a focal point. So I did put this tree on the other side of my river here that I've already terraformed, and I suppose I'm going to work with that. So it is going to involve a little bit of running back and forth as I keep checking my viewpoint, but I'll try not to do it too quickly. So I'm going to put a few items down. I've gathered a few things that I think I might need, some fencing, a few trees. I have more over on the right, and lots and lots of wheat fields, as I always use plenty of those. So I think maybe a barrel would help this area pop a little bit. I think that's as close as I can get it. That's fine. And maybe the street lamp, I think, will add a little bit more of height. I think that's good enough. I could move it slightly, but that should be alright. I'm just going to check it one more time. Okay, and from this perspective, that looks fine. I could maybe pull that lamp to the left a little bit, but I'm going to leave it since I'm going to work around it. I might even cut around the river of this tree to give it a little bit more definition. So I'm going to give that a go. So I'm going to leave this, oh no, it's not what I wanted to do straight away. I've already messed up. Can I jump this way? Thank you. And put this back. Okay. I'm going to try and leave this square here. So maybe best if I work this way. I don't tend to do this on camera because I mess up a lot. And so this is an unusual request for me to do. I don't generally like it. But I'm going to give it my best. Okay, and I'm slowly cutting out around this little tree bit, and I can probably just do a very straight line back here because no one can see it. I try to keep my lines as sort of like curved and natural as I can, but when it comes to areas where it's not very visible, you might as well leave them. So okay, this is the shape I've got. I'm going to have a look, see how that looks from the other side once again. Oh, and unfortunately, or fortunately, oh no, Fauna, I can't. I'm so sorry. Not right now. I was hoping that she'd have something just nice to say, but an invitation I can't really keep right now. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm not really sure I'm going to do it over on this left side, so I might have to make a few more cutouts. Yeah, I think I'll do just that. I'm going to do another little wheat field island, probably on the left side, and cut out this side on the right of this little peak here a little bit more. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm thinking a wheat field around here-ish, and then more of a cutout on this side. So let's see how this looks. I don't know how... Oops. Oh no. I'm not sure how big I want to do this. Let's try pushing this over a little bit more. I like this. Okay. Okay, and one more. Not there. So it is a little bit messy. Here. That's slightly more what I was hoping for. Okay. Because I might put my cliff here, I think. So I think this looks okay for now. I might fix it if I'm not happy with it once I'm done. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the cliff face. So I think I'm going to go ahead and fill in this here, since I want the waterfall to be back here somewhere. And is this the very first time I've done any terraforming? It really is. Okay, so why not? This is my first proper terraforming on the island. I'm going to go ahead and just do a line to begin with, since I'm going to have to sort of imagine a little bit how far I want to go with this. If it's going to be all the way, or if I'm going to curve it out a little bit where I want to do that. So let's just go all the way for now, including here and here. And I can always trim back once I get a more of a view. So maybe even a little bit more on this side. And once again, I'm going to go back and see how I feel about that. Okay, so initial thoughts is I quite like it. Hopefully you do too, just looking at this this little arrangement. I think I actually don't mind it being as big as it is. I will round off some corners, so I might keep this as lengthy as it is, but here I'm going to add a curve to this corner, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of unterraforming to get to this corner here. And this to curve this corner. So I'm going to create a bit of this, you know what I might do? I might pick up this wheat field, if it lets me, excuse me, and just pop it as close as I can to the cliff here. Okay, I'm slowly working out what I want to do, and tucking it in just like that. Okay, and then I can, not that. I was hoping to, you know what, that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to curve this corner, and then maybe I can put something here. For now, I don't know what, but let's continue this bit first. Not there. Here. Okay, I'm going to have to do the same thing here, aren't I? So I can get this corner rounded as well. I might even go all the way and put another tree here and do the same sort of thing in this corner. But for now, I'm going to ignore that. I'm just going to make sure I have enough space to work on my waterfall front. So I'll be right back once I've extended this by about sort of 3 or 4 blocks wide. Okay, and that is a big square, so or rectangle. So I'm happy with the length of it. I think that little groove there looks just fine. I'm not happy with the left side yet, but I'm going to work on the waterfall aspect. So I'm thinking behind the tree barrel and maybe 2 points, maybe even 3 points of the waterfall. So let's get back up there and give it a go, shall we? Okay, and let's see. So maybe one here, maybe a 2 wide one here. So very basic at the moment, not much going on, but let's see how that looks. I would probably like to join this background here a little bit, so I'm just going to do this and create a little bit of a corner here, and I could even do this if I want to then put something in this gap like a hedge, or I do have this actually. Don't know if I can do that without, sorry, let me just fix this, put that there and cut this back out. But let's have a look from below. Once again, there's going to be a lot of that, just to see how I feel about it. Okay, and I do quite like it, but I do think it needs to be bigger, so I'm going to remove that, and I might even put the main focus of it over on the left side, and I might even put that smaller side, the smaller waterfall even further to the left. So let's try that instead, shall we? And this is definitely one of the reasons why I don't tend to do this on camera, because there's an awful lot of going back and forth. But you know, it's part of the process. Okay, and I'm going to do a double here, maybe even a triple. Let's go a little bit bigger, see if it kind of fills the space in a little bit more and a little bit deeper, because then what I might do is have it maybe even here and have to push this this base of the river to the waterfall. But let's see what that looks like. Oops. And I do think that's a lot more appealing, so I'm going to go with that. I do feel like I'm going to have to make that little waterfall touch the river there, so let's see if I can sort that out. And here we are. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to square this off first, just to give me the wiggle room to do what I want. Okay, I mean, that wasn't too bad, but I am going to have to then work my way back from here. So let's see, am I just going to square this off entirely like this? Oh, I should probably take the opportunity to I'm going to have to put something else in here like that. So let's do this. I'm sorry if I'm not making much sense right now, but I am thinking really hard, and it does put me off, especially with all the controls. So it's gonna have to be double to then round off this, because then if I want, I can go let's fix the river first. That should be fine. Back to this tool. Right, there we go. And that's some nice round curves. That's what I want. So I can now fill this in. So I'll be right back, because I'm going to put another cliff on top of this cliff, and I'm going to need the space for that. So another 3 wide at least, if not slightly wider. Okay, that should be enough trimming, but let's quickly have a look. I mean, it's not really trimming, is it? Perfect, I like that. So what I might do from here is I'm going to have to think about where I want my tree placement, since that's the next thing, and then the cliff. So I might put a tree in between the two, if I can, and if not, I'll try and put it in between the two to some degree, so it might be slightly off center. But let's grab a tree and maybe a few bushes. Okay, and I am back, so let's see where I might be able to squeeze in a tree, because of the way that this sort of works. It might have to go there, but let's see. Let's see how much we can see of this tree from down below, since I went with this taller tree thinking that that might be able to be a bit more visible, but let's see how that looks first. And that does look fine. It does look a little bit lonely, to be honest, but once I have the cliff in, it should look okay. I might try with another tree, just because I do have quite a few of those trees up there, and it looks a bit, I don't know, too peakish. I want maybe a bit more soft roundness to it, so let's go with a different one. Okay, and whilst I'm here, I might even have a look around. So maybe a I don't mean to drop them around so much, I'm so sorry. I have been using these this just dirt before I place flowers, so I might just chuck some, okay, not there, but please. I've been a little bit unlucky, I'm so sorry. But finally, there we go. Let's chuck these down, and maybe a hedge here. I'm just trying to fill in the space a little bit so I can kind of see where I'm going with this. Nothing major, just a few floral decals, but natural look. And I think that looks fine. You can't really see too much anyway, and I do prefer the smaller tree, definitely, even though they're both large trees, if you know what I mean. Just the softer tree over this cedar, I think it's called. Yes, that's right. Right, okay, so I am going to put another waterfall in. However, I want the main body of the cliff to be behind that tree. So let's see where I can get that. So I'm back here, and I guess have I got the right one open? I do. It just wasn't letting me build anything. Okay. Can I not build right on the edge here? I cannot. Okay. It's going to have to be even wider than how I've made it. Never mind. I do want some of the cliff to be back here, but it's, I guess, mostly waterfall. So let's see how far I can get it. So that's going to be as close as I can get it. Let's double back over here. Okay. Give it a edge. And let's go this way a little bit, since this wasn't part of my plan, but I'm going to have to start over here first. Okay, and this is fine. I'm just wondering if I can get away with doing this. I don't know. I'll give it a go. Looks a little bit odd for now, but I'm going to see how this looks with some water flowing from over here. So something like that. I was only going to do the one, but I thought I'd give it a try with the two. I might be able to hide this little corner here with a hedge anyway, so let's give that a go. I might even be able to do it with a wheat field, so let's see, because it will hide the sharpness of the corner. That does definitely do that. And maybe just a hedge here. Like that. And I probably will continue this in this direction a little bit more. Maybe even just that, to be honest. And then round it, because I can then do a tree here somewhere. Don't know how close I can get it. Maybe there, if it lets me. I'll give that a go. And it's too close. That is a shame. I really dislike how sometimes you really just can't get a tree as close as you'd like to. It feels like you should be able to get one there. Not even a little tree. That's such a shame. Okay, if I want that tree, it's going to have to be like all the way, not there, but like over here, I guess. Or I could push it back a little bit so it's there. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put one here. Just for now. And let's see what this looks from below. So that looks fine, especially considering an awful lot of what I did is covered by this apple tree in the first place. So that definitely does look good. I want to go over to the left a bit more, so I guess I'll do that. The view is not great because of this campsite, but it's only supposed to be almost like a background, a backdrop anyway. But I'm going to have to build that cliff up a bit more to work back there. So I'm glad I did push this river back as much as I did. I might have to do it a little bit more, so why not? Okay, and I am back after filling in this cliff space a little bit more, and I've gone this way as well. So I'm going to try and build behind this tree here. I did notice there is quite a big gap in this space here, so I did bring with me a very large item. It's the silo. So I don't know how big it is, but if I can fit it in this gap, it might be a very good thing. I guess I'll turn it this way, even though you want me to see this window. Just about fits. I think I could then wrap this cliff around it, but I'm going to see what this looks from below. I might even, before I do that, put a little wheat field in front of it, since I can't get to it that easily. I'm really struggling with my placements today, but I finally got it. I will obviously have to put something in front of this as well, but I'm not sure what. You know what I might do? I might just swap this bush out and put a flowering bush here instead, and put this one here just to change it up slightly. So that there, and a blue one here, since I think that does look slightly nicer. And let's find that silo again. Right, let's see what that looks from below. Okay, you can hardly see it, but I do like how it feels in that space. I was thinking about putting another one, maybe on this side as well, so but maybe on like the bottom of the cliff, not actually hidden. Maybe even like just tucked here, if it would fit anyway. I do have another one, I think. I do. Something like this. Just sort of like tucked in there. Again, it's not very visible. It is, but it's not. But I suppose it's not supposed to be sort of like the main focus, but for now I'll pick it up since I'm not certain on that placement, and I'm going to work back here first instead. Okay, and I'm going to work around the silo, and I'm going to go back here and just going to tuck this corner, and I'm going to try and make this meet up here, since I might reconnect this with another waterfall if possible, or it might have to be moved slightly over to the left here, like this piece where I'm standing might make more sense. So, or I could make it a double, so let's do that instead, like that. Then go across the front here. Is it not going to let me? Am I too close? Oh no, I guess I am. Okay. Change of plans then. I guess I'm gonna have the water travel there instead. So I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna tuck the corners so it creates this shape. Okay. And I guess I'm gonna bring the water to this point. So I'm gonna have to pick up this hedge, unfortunately, this bush here. There's just so much that goes into waterscaping and landscaping. I didn't mean to do that. And I make so many mistakes. It's a little bit frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna then, I think, tuck this corner so it's a bit rounder, a bit smoother. There's so much space back here, so maybe some more. Let's see what I do have actually. A mush log might look nice. Let's see, can I fit a wheat field all the way back here? Can I then fit a mush log in front of that? I can. And then am I able to then put the bush back, or is that way too much? I can jump across, that's quite nice. Or I can just go mush log and then push that back. Let's see how it looks with the bush back where it was. And leave the wheat field out for now. That looks okay. I'm fine with that. You probably won't be able to see too much of that, honestly, from above anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and put some flowers down here. Should I go with blue again to sort of like pair the two up? I don't know. But I'm going to have to fill out this cliff piece here. And finally, I'm going to add that there. It might even just be that, honestly. I'll probably work this one a bit further back so it looks a little bit more interesting. Probably in this direction. So I might even be able to put a tree or something. Oops. A tree or something over here. Oh, it's because I've not done this corner bit. Okay. Right. Let's fill it out a little bit more then, shall we? And I'm just rounding that corner there, even though I don't really know how wide it's going to be for now. I think down here I'm going to put another tree. So I'm just going to have a look and see how this would look up here with this corner sort of fixed like this. Something's going to have to go here, so what have I got? It could be a hedge, it can be a flower. I think I'll go with a flower, since I can always put something a little bit taller behind it. So I've only got this one, but that should be fine. I'm going to have to stand on the spot, aren't I? Okay. And I might even put a hedge here. A bush even. And maybe a wheat field or two. Just to hide these sort of very angled places. Right, that's starting to look just fine, so I'm going to go down and have a look once again from my usual space. Okay, and it's really starting to take shape. I quite like it. I kind of wish the silo was a bit more to the right, but because of just how like cramped it all is, it really would not go that way without really breaking apart this look. So here it is so far. It's probably the best angle from here. Okay, I quite like that. I think a tree maybe here would look good. Can I just jump across? I can. Or do I want to make this a little bit wider and put a tree up here? Let's see, maybe another tree here, but slightly further over here would look nice. I can only try a few things and see what looks best. Honestly, it's kind of a lot of what I'm doing is just giving it a go and deciding whether or not I like it. So I think I might even put a smaller tree here, since I do have one of those. Yeah, that looks just nice. So once again, just a little bit of work down here. I could put another bush in just to square it up. I'm probably going to have to pick it up as soon as I want to change this cliff face, but oh well, that's fine. Then again, I can't get too close, so maybe that is fine, just round this bit off. I do have a bit of an awkward space here, but let's see how would a mush lamp look okay here? Okay, I've just had to break this cliff to fit this in, even though I don't really see why it wouldn't fit, but that's okay. Let's try again. Since it's only a one space wide thing, you'd think it'd be quite easy, but no. Right, that looks okay. I do feel like you could do with a little bit more, but I might see how it looks from this level once I put another tree in. Do I have a couple? I do. Great. And do I have the space to do that? Here, will it let me? It will? Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It would need a little bit more rounding, since it is quite, unfortunately, square up here. Okay, and I am back after doing a little bit more terraforming to make this even wider back here, because I always underestimate just how much space I need when I'm doing terraforming. I just always do. So this is where I'm at. I'm going to show you from the other side. So I put this little tree down here. I do think it looks really nice, and then part of me is tempted to go across this river and do a little waterfall into the river itself. So this is how it looks from this perspective. I can go over here and show you back here. I think I can squeeze by somewhere. I think so. Oh, there we go. And a little bit more to the front here. This is how we're looking at the moment. It does look a little bit barren over there on the right, so I can fill that space in. I guess I can do that and this tree over here, so fill in these two spaces just with some more bushes and some more flowers. Nothing major, because honestly you don't really want to do too much up on these spaces when you can't really see much anyway. It is a little bit of a waste to put too much up here, so yeah, let's put a few things down. So I think I'll go here instead, and I'll do a blue one here, and I might even get one there. Just like that, and maybe even back up my space here with a little bit of fencing, just to fill in this space back here a little bit more. So there's some hedges back here. Even though you really won't see them, they do kind of add that little bit of texture and a little bit of layer. And I'll do the same sort of thing back here because this is an awful lot of space. So let's give it a go, shall we? So a holly bush and some flowers. Some tulips here. And once again, I might even do some hedges straight up back here, just to fill in the space a little bit more, since I probably will curve this corner for now. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go further over on the right yet, since I don't know what build is going to go over on the right, so I will just cut it off for now. But who knows, maybe later I won't be doing this. I'll be doing something else. So I'm just trimming it like this, give it a bit more of a round shape, a bit more friendlier, even though I don't really know what's going on back here. So I'll probably leave the back side of this cliff, just so I have myself options. Who knows, maybe I'll put a path back here. I don't know yet. I am considering what I'm going to do in this direction though, since that is a now thing. So let's have one more look. And once again, that does fill the space in nicely. I don't know, do you think I can get a tree up on that final cliff space in between? It's a bit barren up there as well, isn't it? I'm just trying to layer it nicely and fill in any of the space where it just looks like it could do with a little bit more attention. So there, that's what I'm thinking. Do I have a tree on me? I do. I have one of either kind. So let's see if I can make that a little bit wider and get a tree up on this top level. And for now, I'm just going to round this out, since once again, I don't know what I'm doing back here. So it's just to aesthetically please me more than anything. Right, straight away, any hedges that I might have, so I'll go ahead with this one, and behind it, let's put another tree, maybe this one. Beside it, I suppose some flowers, so I'll go here, and I'll stand on the spot. These white ones will do. And if I can squeeze by, I could maybe do a little bit of fencing, since it does look quite nice as a standalone thing. But with not much space to work with, I could use a hay bed. It's not really going to be visible though. So let's see what it looks like. Let's pick this up once again and stick a hay bed there, and this there, since I do like to use them, especially when I know it's a filler item. I think it looks quite nice. Can I even fit another one in? It will let me. Is that too much though? Maybe. What I could do instead is I could put down a custom design, even though you really wouldn't see it. And it's not going to let me, so once again, let's pick up this fence post. See, that just fills in a nice little space without actually doing anything. I am going to have to come back later and put all these transparent effects down to prevent the flowers from going anywhere. But I quite like doing the square underneath them in this one, since it lets me know where they're supposed to be and where they're not supposed to be. But there we go. Let's check it out one more time. And here we are, so just walking by, having a little peek up. I do think that makes a world of difference. That's very nice. Just filling in that little gap, and you can't really see an awful lot of details, but you can see just the tops of the flowers, the tops of the fencing there. Just fills out the space quite nicely, so it looks busy, but not overwhelming, if that makes sense. And this is fine. The tree is the most focused thing here, the apple tree. I can't get round anymore, so I'll have to walk back. And over here, once again, there's not much I can really see. It probably wasn't the best place to build this, but it is meant to be backdrop. It isn't meant to be main focus. I could probably put another tree right here if I'm able to. And I do have one on me, so let's see if it lets me. Like there. And I don't really have anything else to go, do I? Just let's see if any of this looks good here. Maybe a wheat fields, and maybe some log stakes, since I haven't used them in this build, and maybe just another flower over on this far end. Okay, let's see how this looks from down below. But I might finish up here. That might be the sort of end of this sort of like a little informal little build. Yeah, I like that. That looks great. I might even, because I've been meaning to use this somewhere, put that there. I think the ladders are really nice decoration. I haven't used them much, but it's just so, like, I guess friendly. They kind of just look like, oh yeah, someone's left that there. Yeah, you can just go up there, no problem, go ahead and use it. So let's have another little look. And I'm going to use this. You can't really see it from this angle. I'm not very good at using the camera, sorry. And maybe I'll try it from the actual cliff. Okay, I'm behind the tree. Maybe this will be better. And here are a few angles from here. But I don't know. Hopefully this has helped someone. Mainly Leslie James, a subscriber of mine, has asked for me to do this, and I thought I'd give it a go. I am absolutely stuck. Excuse me. Is it because I'm on camera mode? Yes, it is. But yeah, I don't generally do my terraforming on camera because I find it a little bit time consuming and a little bit frustrating. I don't know if I was able to really help you, but I thought I'd give it a go. And you know what? It's turned out perfectly fine. I'm happy with it. I think it looks great. It's only as a backdrop anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And I don't really know what I'm doing back here. I think I do still want to do some sort of garden back here, but maybe I might even extend this so it goes across here. Oh, I need the wrong thing. I'm not going to do any more of this, even though I kind of am. Sorry. But my idea is maybe I will put another waterfall in here, since I don't really know what I'm doing back there. I don't really know what I'm doing this now, but I am. I'm just gonna put this in as a sort of a reminder to myself that this is my thought process. This is what I might want to do off camera, but this is how I also come up with some of my ideas. I just kind of like throw things down and kind of leave it here as a sort of like a little errant thought to myself, like this, something like this. And let's just have a little look. See, that might be nice, something like that. So those two cliffs might touch back there, if you can imagine that behind that tree. But for now, I'm going to leave it as it is, since yeah, I have no idea how long this video is going to be, or how cohesive it's going to be, or coherent. Hopefully I do make sense, but since I've not done this before, I don't really know. I'm just going to say goodbye here, since otherwise I'm just going to keep running in circles. I'm so sorry about that. So anyway, I'll see you next time. I'm probably going to be back on Cupid, just doing my sort of like easy, friendly, happy-go-lucky building of homes. Nothing majorly exciting, but then just a little bit of gameplay and a little bit of fun. So hopefully I'll see you there, and that's it for now. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And remember, MumsyWord, goodbye.